Welcome to the CPR My Career recruiting floor. Hi, my name is John Schrupp. So, one thing that we focus on here at CPR My Career is to stay current with what's happening today. And what we've done is created a wonderful group of professionals that we're working with who happily share with me what's working, what's not working, and we're constantly testing and trying new ideas and new things as they come along if we think they're valid, and we'll try them out with other users to see if the ideas actually work. And so we have this wonderful giant test platform of mid-level to upper-level uh, management positions or people within those executives who are out trying our thoughts and ideas out and coming back to us with great feedback. And so we've really assembled a methodology to allow us to deliver to you the consistent best practices of the best job seekers that we've run into over the years. And so with that, we like to drill down into the nitty-gritty detail at identifying the exact problems that one might be having with a modern day career search. And the first area of concern that I'd like to address would be the fact that we're not covering nearly enough of the open job market. And it's not even close. If you're working with CPR My Career, our average candidate has just under 30 years of work history and experience, which means for many of you, it's been 20, 30 years since you're last actively looking for a position, which means that in the past, when we were looking for a particular position, we were taking something for granted. And that is in the past, when we go back 20 or 30 years, we were able to rely on a single location that would capture 90% of the open job market. And that single location was what was it? It was the Sunday newspaper. And guess what? It's not the Sunday paper anymore. Where today can we go to that single location that's going to capture 90% of the open job market? Well, nowhere. That single location doesn't exist anymore. Why? Well, because of the internet, really. Right now, if we go out today, there are over 40,000 job boards. And at best, you are going to one or two, maybe three job boards in a given day. Well, if you really think about that, what percentage of the open job market are you touching versus what percentage are you missing? How do you know this website's the right website that I need to be on? And can we assume that the big board is the right answer? Especially when I see all these technically related boards or profession or industry related boards that maybe I should be digging into. If I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm sure there's a mechanicalengineeringjobs.com website that exists somewhere out there. Maybe that's where I should be spending all of my time. There's also certain paid job boards that seemingly seem better. The ladders, is that a better resource? Where do we go? How do we know that we are sourcing or identifying enough of the open opportunities? Well, to summarize, we're not. We're not coming anywhere close to identifying the number of opportunities we need to be identifying. The second major issue is that my second bullet here, and I say a large part of hiring companies don't even use job boards. Well, Simply Hired has stated in the past that they believe that 80% of all companies don't use job boards. And they felt that was when I was working with Simply Hired, they felt that was their potential upside growth area. I mean, they're really excited about growing and they're doing a phenomenal job. And I love their website. I love their product that they bring to the consumer. But 80% of companies don't even use job boards. Well, why? Why not? Why don't they use it? Well, if you've ever gone to post a job online, working at a particular company that you've been working at in the past, it's really, really expensive. It's not cheap at all, especially when you jump to the big boards. It's really, really expensive. And do you get the best results from that? And then for you to get discounted pricing, you have to buy huge volume to get there. And now there are some other ways to go about obtaining candidates. Also, you'll see companies that are spending a fortune when it comes to promoting their website. SEO works, search engine optimization of their website. So many companies are thinking, well, if I'm spending thousands to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars promoting our website, why don't we just have a really nice, easily accessible job board right on our website? And we've built up a strong enough brand name. People should come to our website and they can see our job board, and we'll get candidates that way. And that's highly effective for many of the larger companies out there. That's really, in many companies, their primary form of sourcing for candidates. So if the number is accurate, if it is around 80% of the open job market doesn't use job boards, well, out of the gate, when you look at your process, aren't you missing 80% of the open market because you're not tapping into that? That's also known as the hidden job market. So right now, as we stand here today together, you're missing 80% of the open job market? What are you going to do? What's your marketing strategy to get in front of that 80%? Do you have one? Here's a growing concern. My third concern is the last bullet right here. More and more companies are trying to find you online, and you have zero online presence. Many companies out there no longer source via job boards or no longer source by posting jobs on their own website. Many companies today will find candidates via recruiting firms, via online networks, recruiting networks, via software that will scour the entire internet for people tied to certain keywords, or via a LinkedIn recruiter seat that will allow their recruiting department to an advanced keyword search off of all 150 million or so profiles within LinkedIn without being connected to them. See, many companies in this day and age don't want to advertise jobs online because number one, they don't want their competitors to know what they're hiring for. Number two, they may not want their own employees to know what they're hiring for. Maybe they don't want to hire from within. And number three, if they did post a job online, they might be a company with a strong enough brand where they're going to get 7,000 or 10,000 or 30,000 resumes, and they don't want to have to go through that many resumes to find the right candidate. So what they can do is they can be very precise using the LinkedIn recruiter seat, or they can be very precise through the software that they use to scour the internet for people tied to certain keywords. And they can approach the people they want and pay them what they deserve and get what they need without anyone knowing about it. Well, for you to be a part of that story, you have to have a professional brand online. Do you have any representation online? And if so, is it all just strictly Facebook? When you Google your name, what do you find? Do you find a professional brand? Are you tied to your industry, to your profession online? Until you tie your profession to your name online, you will never be found by any of these companies using these techniques. Please keep listening. We will be identifying more problems and then ultimately more solutions for your benefit.